What's up, guys? In this video I wanted to talk about how I'm paying my lifestyle, my living expenses with BTC, Bitcoin. So I got asked this question on my last live, like, what is your income? What are your sources of income? And I realized that I had 4 or 5 different sources of income, and the main one was the gain that I made on BTCs. But if you know about me, guys, you know that I'm an entrepreneur. I've been like running my own business, goldenoptiontrading.com, since 2017, and I've been living of this since 2017. Now, we had some ups and some down, obviously, but never a down as we had in the past 2 months, to be honest. And it's completely because of my business partner trading result, right? We're providing forex signals. It didn't add good result. It didn't trade well on our investors' accounts. We didn't make money trading. We didn't keep a lot of our client because of the poor, not the poor, but the not so great services compared to normally. So usually I would still be able to make a living of my business, right? At least pay for my bills. Especially, I bought this house now 7 months ago, but before that I didn't add not just the mortgage that is $2,200 on this house, but you got the taxes, the municipality taxes, which is a few $100s per month. The welcome taxes, which goes to a few $100s per month on the first year. Then you got the insurance, and then you got the eating and all that, blah, blah, blah. I calculated close to $4,000 per month just getting this house, but it's not the point. The point is that normally I would be able to pay like the $4,000 for that and the $2,000 for my actually the $1,000 and something for my car and the car insurance. And also I would be able to pay for my food, right? So that would be $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. Now, in the past month, we did not make profit in the business, or we barely made profit. And if you hear my cat in the back, I'm sorry, she's in her eating period. So in the past month, I basically made not enough money to live of my business profit, which is rare. Let me show you. Actually, this is real life stuff. Right? So I'm about to tell you how I was able to, without selling my BTC, right? Let's start on that. We don't want to hear her, right? We don't want to hear you. Get the away. Come on. All right. So, by the way, this is downstairs. I got this little punching bag here. I got this little treadmill here. And we got this little other gym places with like the bike and the bench. Oh, and by the way, Bitcoin to the moon. Talking about Bitcoin, I got my Bitcoin t-shirt. All right, so you get the point, right? It's the first time in like 3 years and a half that I really was like, damn, dude, like, I'm gonna pay my bill this month, right? And 2 months ago, I wanted to buy a second watch, right? I already had the Rolex Batman. I was like, dude, like, I made a lot of freaking gain on my BTC. I don't want to sell my BTC because I'm thinking it's gonna go up like a lot. I did another video on that. I'm gonna do another video on that. But how can I take some profit, or how can I, you know, taste the profit, taste the fruit of what I did, right? Of my harvesting. Because, you know, I'm in trading, I'm working with trader, and it's important that you do take some profit. You don't want to have like a big trade or a big investment and take zero profit off the table. At the same time, BTC is something else, right? It's like I want to buy as much as I can and hold it as much as I can. So there's some things, I'm not going to tell you which platform that I'm using because it's not important. I'm not making this video to promote it, but there's some platform that they're going to give you collateral on your BTC. Okay, so meaning they're going to lend you in fiat money 50% of the Bitcoin that you have. So to make a simple example, if you send one BTC to them, and when I say like send to them, you still own the BTC, you just basically hold it on their platform. Now they're super secure. I know that's another topic, like not your keys, not your coin. So I'm not saying to do that with necessarily 100% of your Bitcoin, but at the same time, I think they're very secure. Yeah, so that's for another topic, but you send that Bitcoin over there, right? It's still under your name, and now they're gonna say, okay, your Bitcoin is worth 20,000. Now your Bitcoin is worth 30,000, right? Now today, I'm making this video, Bitcoin is about to hit the new all-time high, and it's like 59,000, right? So to make a round number, let's say you put your Bitcoin in, your Bitcoin is worth 60,000, right? Well, they're gonna say, okay, well, we can lend you 50% of that. We can lend you 30,000 USD, and you can get it in US dollar, you can get it in USD coin, and I think you can get it in like Tether or whatever. I'm not sure really. I'm a Bitcoiner, so I use the USD, right? The US dollar. It's pretty simple. You just connect it to your bank account and you do a bank transfer, wire transfer. It's very simple, very fast, right? I hate doing wire transfer, bank transfer, all of that. It's super complicated. It seems like it, but it's really super simple. With them, it's always fast. I get the USD in my bank account, and actually Canadian dollar for me, and boom, I can now pay for my living with my Bitcoin, with the collateral, but I'm not selling the Bitcoin. So for example, let's say you have $200,000 of BTC, and you take some loan, and BTC go up, you take more loan, BTC go up, you take more loan, and now it says, for example, you own them $100,000, or your loan is $100,000, and your BTC is worth $200,000. So at that point, right, if you would sell it, right, if you would actually sell the Bitcoin, yep, you would basically have $200,000 worth of BTC. You would need to pay them $100,000 plus some interest, obviously, and you would be left with $100,000, right? But because we know that BTC is gonna go up, that 200K in BTC is gonna go to 1 million, 2 million, 5 million. So it's fine to basically get $100,000 in collateral in loan, even though it seems like, hey, that's a lot. Like some people are saying, what if like Bitcoin lose 50% of its value? Where the cool thing is, if Bitcoin lose 50% of its value, right, what I don't necessarily think is gonna happen anymore. Like, yeah, 20 to 25, maybe 35% drop, 50% maybe, but what they do, they will not sell your Bitcoin, right? They will just start taking some partial repayment from your bank account in like fiat money. So I don't care, right? Because fiat is worthless, and it's gonna be worth less and less and less. So like, dude, even if BTC lose 70%, 80% of its value, they're just gonna take a few $100, a few $1,000 from my bank account, whatever how much I own them, right? Every single month. And that's cool, right? Because if that really happened, right, and BTC like lose 70, 80% of its value, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of BTC. Send a little bit to that platform, and they're gonna say, oh, you're good now, right? You have some more BTC, so we don't need to take repayment. And if BTC just fell, right, which is never gonna happen, right, because I'm gonna buy them all, and I know a lot of people like Michael Saylor that's gonna buy them all. But if BTC ever fail, well, okay, that's cool, right? So what? I'm just gonna make the repayment, and we're gonna live in the great reset that they're trying to do on us. So we'll see about that, Carl. But yeah, that was it for this video. We're at about 10-minute mark. I hope you enjoy. You can check it out. There's a few, companies. I hope some of them are gonna sponsor my YouTube channel. Maybe BlockFi, maybe I don't know, hit me up, whatever. There's a bunch of them, guys. You can check that out, and there's more and more coming. Some of them are coming up with their like crypto credit card with some reward in crypto and all that. So that's pretty cool. We're looking for that. For example, my business, right? Instead of taking the US dollar that we get in PayPal and then sending it to our bank account in fiat and then having to pay a very big conversion fee because our bank account is in Canadian dollar because we're from Canada, and then having to pay on our credit card, that bill of ads, and sometimes paying for services in USD, so we have to pay another conversion fee. It would be way better if I would just be able to actually take that money that is in my PayPal account that I made with my business, just send it to a crypto credit card and just pay for my advertising, pay with my services with that, and basically like skip the currency conversion fee once or even twice. It's crazy, guy, but PayPal is already taking like 3 to 4% on every transaction, which is fine. I'm not complaining about that. They're running a business. They're letting me like take payments, and I got shut down by some credit card processor, and PayPal never shut down. So I'm fine paying 3-4%. That's I'm paying to do business. But when you have to pay 1 or twice currency conversion fee after that, like we literally like figure out that we're paying between like 7 to 10% on fees and currency conversion fee, just on fees. 7 to 10%. It's a lot of what we do, right? We should have to pay 40-50% taxes on that as well, and then if we want to take some personal income, pay more taxes on that, and then when we want to buy something we should pay another 15% taxes. Like I'm not doing that. That's why I love Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin to the moon. Drop a like, my friend.